Hello everyone, welcome back. So Stryfe is the new season pass card in Marvel Snap, and he's kind of nuts, I can't lie. He's doing some crazy duplicative stuff that you might be seeing around the meta right now. He is a 4/6 with an objective ability to play 3 on reveal cards, and once that is met, he uses the highest cost on reveal in your hand. Now the nicest thing about this that I didn't realize at first is if it takes an ability from your hand and you replay the card again, or say use Arnhem Zola to duplicate it elsewhere, it will trigger its objective, not the previous on reveal, so it will then pull from your hand yet again, which is pretty cool. And where I leaned with this deck, so I have a deck for you guys today that isn't along the Fin Fang Foom lines. Get my words out eventually. I went for the Zombie Giant Man. So there's a lot of decks circling around at the moment, people doing Shulao stuff, people doing Star-Lord stuff, people doing Fin Fang Foom stuff, and I just wanted to look at the higher end of on reveals and see what kind of cool stuff was in there. It's been a while since I played a zombie deck. I used to have one where I would play Toxin on the Horde to duplicate the Horde. But I thought, what's better than getting, say, Arnhem Zola out early on the Horde? This is the idea with this deck. I'll do a brief rundown now, and as my updated format, at the end of the video, I'll do a breakdown on Stryfe itself and tell you guys whether it's worth picking up or not. Spoiler alert, it probably is. And just then throw some games in there. And there were some crazy ones today. I've probably clickbaited the video, knowing me. I'd got a 74% win rate with this deck. I'll throw the stats up on the screen, and some pretty decent cubes as well. I don't think people expect the output that you can get with this, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay highlights. Not there quite yet. I'm all over the place today, as you can tell. Not long finished work, and I'm still in work mode brain. Anyway, the deck breakdown, here we go. So, we have Hunger and Zombie Fantastic with Zombie Scarlet Witch, Zombie Sentry, and Zombie Giant Man. Not much needed to be said, I just rattled them off because they're kind of your staple zombie cards. Kitty Pryde, it's not a Shulao deck, I 100% guarantee you that. Probably could be used with Shulao, looking at the deck layout and stuff, but let's briefly brush on past that. Kitty Pryde is in here for some early triggers. It gets off Zombie Scarlet Witch quite nice. There's a couple of locations that I also found were quite nice for Kitty Pryde. Has a nice opportunity with Surge as well to be a free play. Could probably be swapped, honestly. Or anything else, or like some other high on reveal. I don't think she's that necessary for the deck. But getting multiple Zombie Scarlet Witches off is always nice. Surge is in here for an early on reveal, because you're going to need some of those. I was able to get Stryfe off pretty much every single time. I think there was one game where I almost didn't, and even then I still managed to get it off. But Surge is in here for that reason. And if you Surge into Absorbing Man, it's so nice. Like, play Surge, get a 3/6 Absorbing Man to play the next turn, then you have 2 procs of Surge going off. Very nice stuff. Then we have Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. The arrows are in here. I mean, if you get, what's it called? The arrow. That one. The acid arrow. You can send it on the Zombie Scarlet Witch's location. But the other ones, one of them's an on reveal, 2 of them are on reveals, even. Which work nicely for Stryfe, and also work nicely with Zombie Fantastic. I think I'm over explaining here. Let me get to the next cards for you guys. Prodigy, nice procs for some other zombie stuff, getting an extra Zombie Fantastic, etc, etc, getting an extra Stryfe. That's another reason Kitty Pryde is in here. If you play Kitty Pryde to block the second location, you can then easily Prodigy on the 3rd location, pulling from there. Then we have the Zombie Horde cards, which kind of understandable. Again with Kitty Pryde, if you just place her in the right location for Zombie Sentry, she then pulls back in case you need the space. Absorbing Man, this is where the meat of the deck starts to get together. So you're going to want to build the Horde up, then hit it with Zombie Giant Man. Maybe then you Absorbing Man. I think that combo's been done a few times, so it's not that crazy. But then when you throw Stryfe into the mix, Stryfe can hit Zombie Giant Man, then you Zombie Giant Man, then you Absorbing Man. that's a whole thing. Or Stryfe can hit Arnim Zola, and if you have a Zombie Giant Man down on the board, it's pulling Arnim Zola that is then duplicating the Zombie Giant Man to other locations. So you just need to keep an eye on what locations you're leaving space for, sort of thing with this deck. I was worried I wasn't recording for a second. That has happened before. And then you have a whole crazy formula going on. I didn't try it in this video, but I will say be cautious because I don't think it would work. If you Stryfe and then Absorbing Man to copy the ability, because Stryfe keeps its objective ability, it doesn't actually change its text to the on reveal, hence why you can play it on Zola it and then it pulls the other ability from your hand. If that's Zombie Giant Man, then very, very nice. But just be wary of that. I don't think it would work. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't think I tried it in this video, but just a heads up. And then Arnim Zola is in here because Stryfe kind of needs some reliable high-end on reveals in your hand. I don't think there was a single game that I didn't have Zombie Giant Man or Arnim Zola for Stryfe to trigger off of, which felt nicely consistent. I was concerned it might not have at first, which is another thing. You could technically change Kitty Pryde for Fin Fang Foom if you really wanted to. There's no, I guess, change it for Fin Fang Foom, change Prodigy for Superior Spider-Man, and then you have a bit like a ramp deck, so you can still get Finn out, but you're also pulling the power. Then you can Arnim Zola or Stryfe. That's, yeah, sorry that I have even brought that into the world as a thought, but that is a possibility. I didn't do that, and I still think it was pretty good. So, without any further ado, I will stop rambling your ears off because I am losing my mind apparently, and show you some gameplay highlights. Oh, Crimson Cosmos. Not a fan of that. Okay, we got Stryfe. Please go left. Thank you. I'm planning ahead because Zombie Scarlet Witch on the right would be nice. Being able to play Kitty Pryde and then, wow. Yes, my summoning powers have returned. Being able to play Kitty Pryde on top and then the Zombie Sentry. And then I can always Stryfe on the left to be able to duplicate the zombie horde. Interesting. Jack Flag. Do I just Stryfe now? No, the horde is nowhere near big enough. Zombie Fantastic is going to get the buff up on the Jack Flag this way. I realize that. Play Stryfe, its ability is not going to go off yet. But with one hunger, the next turn I can... I can Kitty Pryde. I'll figure something out, I'm sure. I'll figure something out. I can always give up on the middle location, it is kind of chunky. Iska, okay. They have Iska, so I do Kitty Pryde here, Zombie Sentry, then this guy, and then I'll pull Arnim Zola and duplicate the horde, which should be decently big. I might not be anticipating it, and then I just have to hope that they don't make the middle lane insanely big, but they probably will. Oh, okay. I guess they're banking on me making that left lane huge. Fantastica. Huh. Nice. They probably thought they had it then. The little sneaky surprise on him, Zola.
Victory.
Stryfe is kind of busted, I can't lie. I'm seeing that now. I'm not even playing the decks that have Finn in them, and the shenanigans it's pulling off here are kind of crazy. A little bit. Okay, well, we're not playing a Shulan deck, so. Ooh. Kind of want that to be Kitty Pryde or Arnhem Zola. Not Kitty Pryde, Stryfe. Don't know how I got Kitty Pryde from that.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Ooh. Okay. We can technically get 3 zombie hordes now. With Stryfe on the right.
Oh, snap.
See, I did that purely because they used the emote. Okay. Brain not functioning. Kinda want Stryfe on the right to hit on Zola again to give me 2 more zombie hordes. Well, we can do that. That's actually not that bad. We do Stryfe, and then we can do something like Zombie Sentry, Kitty Pryde. But that's actually not going to work, is it? Could also just do Zombie Giant Man, and then whichever one it hits, I'm more than happy to duplicate. I have a feeling they might have encountered a lot of Stryfe today. I'm actually just playing it. Second day of release, I just played Techno-Organic Virus yesterday, so this is a whole new world to me.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Okay, well, I can make another, right? Probably best not to. I can Prodigy, then Zombie Sentry. The power that I'm giving out isn't anything crazy, but gives out 2 to these. Ah.
Victory.
Don't know if that was a legitimate fist bump, or I am gonna try and keep an eye out for those Finn players. Finn on Stryfe, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be an insane combo, but I guess there's no avoiding it really. Oh, we have a very nice curve here. Yellow jacket. It's not something you see every day. Okay, well, 100% putting Surge here. I was thinking I could Kitty Pryde Prodigy next turn and get a second hit of Surge on. But there's a lot of bigger cards in my deck, so such as Absorbing Man.
Snap.
Very nice combo though. Although I leave this space open for an Arnhem play. Yeah, as expected. Don't really know what I want to Stryfe. Oh, I guess Stryfe is Zombie Giant Man, so that works. I'll do that. I'm too used to it being Arnhem Zola. Okay. That's not too big, actually, but if we play Arnhem Zola onto it, that's a different story. And then the last turn we can Zombie Giant Man. I think that... kind of insane. It's interesting that Stryfe keeps the objective, rather than changing its text to the honor reveal.
Cut off one head,
Allowing
two
it to
more
hit a
shall take its
second
place.
option. Are we thinking that is Finn by any chance? Yeah. Which actually means we're in a pretty good position. Because they're only going to be able to Finn one more location. Yeah. Nice.
Victory.
Actually played around it for once. But played around it. I didn't know it was coming, but managed to avoid it. Let's say that. Okay. Kitty Pride. This is looking promising though. Would have been nice to get Zombie Scarlet Witch. Although he is a mill deck. It's interesting. Kind of annoying that it's not going to get procced, but okay. Well, I'll do this. Red Hawk. Do I want this, or do I want the chance of getting Arnhem Zola? I think it's probably Zombie Giant Man. Oh, this is going to trigger it though. Complicated play pattern actually, but let's do that. That's annoying. Okay. So now it just becomes Hunger Stryfe. Yeah. Is there any benefit for me waiting on the Fantastic? Probably not. Ah, so they do have my Zola. Well, I think I'm actually good. They only have the Red Hulk. I mean, they have other stuff, but...
Power must be controlled.
Interesting. Well, I'll take it.
Victory!
Interesting deck, but I've always felt like Mill has that effect where it kind of helps you get the cards you need more than anything. But pretty fun. Still got to see a Stryfe play out the way that it was intended. Sad that the Prodigy Zombie Scarlet Witch thing got ruined, but it is what it is. Okay. Kind of want it to go mid. It's not the end of the world. Have any more? Whoa. Okay, now we can cook. Really need zombie giant man though. Could also just do absorbing man, but duplicating absorbing man. Yeah, that's not gonna do too much, so. Their deck is intriguing me. Okay. Do I just snap now? I'll snap. We'll do... I don't think there's any benefits to doing it later. Yeah, I'm not gonna have arrows or anything. Now I'm very intrigued what they're doing over here.
Opponent snapped.
What are you doing? The deck runs Ebony Maw. I don't even know, but I'm intrigued enough to want to find out, so.
Hail Hydra!
Are ye worthy?
Interesting. Not quite what I expected.
Victory.
Respectable setup though. I feel like this was 24,000. Interesting. I don't know, I felt like that was a fairly low elo player. This feels like a not elo, collection level player. Because this feels like a very early game sort of deck. But 24,000, probably not then. No, surprised me. Again, getting pretty good. This feels like a flashback of that other game. I'll put it here, because I realize after doing it that optimally, you want it on a location with no shenanigans. And playing outside of this gives you a better chance of that. That's a nice shenanigan though. If I draw Zombie Scarlet Witch now, I'm definitely snapping. Whoa.
Oh,
I hope they don't realize. Because I could Kitty Pride. Oh. I was gonna say I could Kitty Pride Stryfe on turn 5. But it would go to 2 this turn. What were we on turn? I don't even know what turn we were on. Turn 3. We went to 2, then next turn it would have gone to 4. Well, on turn 5 it would have gone to 8. I would have strifed it and I would have had 2 8 power 1 drops. Not as insane as I was thinking, but still pretty cool. Ooh, Sinister London. Could do some cool stuff with this. I don't really have the hand for it though. If I had like Surge or Zombie Fantastic or things along those lines. But I definitely don't want to flood my hand with arrows and Zombie Scarlet Witch just being played at the left location kind of loses a use. I'm not too annoyed about that. I am a little bit annoyed about that though. Let's do... I feel like I'm losing a lot of momentum here. Because I could Acid Arrow to block them out, but... Let's see.
I want the throne. I want the throne.
Well, I'm glad they used that now. Surprising of them to do so, but right, and then we want a Stryfe? Like probably not, no. Let's just Zombie Sentry just to get the ball rolling. I realize I say to get the ball rolling, it's like done nothing, but yeah, I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Now I'm getting my Onum Zola out on the board. Stryfe, not Stryfe Prodigy. I mean, it's doing something. You just gotta hope for that zombie giant man now, you know? Yeah. Definitely an interesting one. I mean, my plays are a little bit awful. But we play them out regardless.
Power must be controlled.
That actually just happened. Whoa. What a game.
Victory.
I played that so badly. I felt like I had no momentum at all. Wild. I was like, yeah, okay, I've lost against this bot, only to then have Danger Room save me. Well, thank you. Thank you, definitely. Ooh. I was about to say things are looking a little bit interesting again, but Elysium helps me quite a lot. Like, I'm almost tempted to snap with it. But my play is always Zombie Giant Man. I'm just going to do this to get the Horde out on one of these two locations. Okay. They are playing a little bit of a scary deck. Whoa. Whoa. This makes my play a little bit obvious. pretty big play though. I don't necessarily know if they're going to be able to beat it. Next turn I'll have to have some other kind of crazy shenanigans. I'll leave it for now.
Doom rules.
They got their Doom off. Bunga. Okay. I mean, I want to play Arnhem, but I feel like it's not worth it yet. Because the rest of my plays just give away my game plan too much. Okay. Well, Caliban's hitting my horde, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, it hit Zombie Giant Man. Oh, the highest cost enemy card. Okay. In that case, I think I'm actually okay. Snapworthy? I don't know.
Oh, snap.
I felt why not. Just gamble a little bit. They're gonna Invisible Woman. They could probably Iska somewhere. Iska becomes 12 power. That's the final turn.
Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place.
Did not expect a Sandman final turn. Playing for 4 cubes. Did they realize it was the final turn? I guess they Invisible Womaned. Huh.
Victory.
Although to be fair, me getting 31 and 33, well, it's even more than that, isn't it? Power out of nowhere at those 2 locations was probably not expected. So I take it back. We have potential bot alert now. Somebody in my comments had mentioned a Thanos techno-organic virus deck, which honestly sounded pretty cool. Yeah, this location. If my horde goes there, it is over. Although actually, not really. I just play the horde there and not play anything else there. Takar is a little bit scary. Ooh, that's not nice. Glad the zombie horde went there though. And they've already spent their Aurora. Absorbing Men has no target. Ooh, Stryfe. We just play Stryfe now and then... He technically doesn't have any things to trigger on. Yeah, I've not played many on reveals, and my only chance is next turn. The only location I could realistically play them is on the middle. Could be Galactus. Like, you never know, you could always keep an eye out for Galactus. Honestly, is losing 7 power here that big of a worry? Because they're giving Zombie Horde 6 and Stryfe 6 more. Well, that's pretty intimidating. Oh, Arnim Zola. Would they expect that? Probably not, you know. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. That was almost devastating. What are they likely to do? I was thinking they could just destroy Stryfe in the middle. If they do that and nothing else happens, I'm okay. But if they do that and play something left, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, we're good.
Victory.
So much stress in that game for it to just be worth 1 cube, I swear. Okay, do I just snap?
Oh, snap.
I'll snap. Maybe they pick up on it, but if they don't, then I get a free Kitty Pride buff over and over again. Well, they could also match me. They could have a Kitty Pride as well. Okay, well, let's do Hawkeye. On reveal effects. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. That allows us to do some crazy zombie horde shenanigans. Now, Red Guardianing on its own. That's interesting. Let's do this for now. Get 2 more power from the zombie horde. Wiccan, okay. That makes sense why they stayed. That allows my Kitty Pride to be free every turn. Oh, Arnim. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of a tricky one because now I can do Zombie Giant Man that would then go off twice. Maybe I just do that. Yeah, and then I can Arnim Zola next turn, maybe. Guess I'm not Arnim Zolaing. I should probably Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man's will be fantastic Kitty Pride. There's a lot of power to beat. I could then put these 2 here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of power.
Victory.
Crazy, even with 2 Wiccan triggers. Well, 10 energy. Oh, I'm loving this deck actually. More so for it being strong. The virus deck that I did yesterday, I enjoyed it more for it being broken. Not broken. I enjoyed it more for it being fun. I enjoyed this deck more for it being broken. Yeah, I don't know what I rated this card, but I think I'm gonna rate it pretty high at the end. It's a little spoiler. Hitting the Zombie Scarlet Witch is annoying. And Black Cat, I haven't seen that played in a little while. I'm imagining it's probably some end of turn style deck. I don't think I've seen them run. Ooh. Trading card draw for... Yeah, I think honestly. prevent their card draw. They might not expect me to play there, but I think it's good. Ooh, this is quite nice actually. I don't think it's snap worthy, but then we can Stryfe. Actually, Strife's not gonna get a proc, is it? I do this, Stryfe gets a proc, but Strife's only going to be going off on like Zombie Fantastic or something. It could technically go off on Monster or the Horde, so could not be the worst idea. But it is a little bit of a gamble for me to hope that it hits Horde. The Horde's going to be a lot bigger. But setting a monster either way might not be the worst. Yeah, I'm really just gambling this one. Well, they sacrificed the middle, which is nice. It really needs to hit the Horde. Mainly for the left location more than anything. What do we get?
All hail Hydra!
Thank you. Oh! Oh dear. Well, yeah. Now for the card breakdown. If you made it this far in the video, leave a little comment saying I saw everything with the little eye emojis. That way I'll know if you stuck it out to the end. And came to see whether this card is worth it. In my opinion, I think you can tell from the video if you watch the gameplay, yes, this card is worth it. I was tempted to give it a 5-star, but giving it a 5-star is kind of insane. I've almost contemplated lowering my rankings, just because saying something is 5 or 4-star feels very impactful. And saying something is like 2.5 is kind of meh, but I've left 2.5 to the ones that are kind of awful, which technically shouldn't be that way. I'm doing the IMDb rating of cards, where 7 is a meh. But yeah, I think 4.5 is pretty good for this card. It has a very high ceiling, and I think it's going to be a card that sticks around for the future, so I'd recommend picking it up. That is one point that I hadn't made yet. Every single time a big card is going to come out, a high-end on-reveal card, I can't think in the upcoming seasons if there's anything necessarily that would work too well with Stryfe, but could always take a look. This card has good future potential, so I think it's worth picking it up for that alone. I'd always recommend cards that have that kind of staying power to pick up. And yeah, try it with Zombie Horde, try it with Finn if you really want to, try it with Shu Lao if you really want to, or if you find something else that's pretty cool and is working for you, let me know, because I'm always down for finding out more decks. And yeah, thanks for sticking around to this point. You're a real one, and the rest of my outro goes as following. Oh. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks in advance, and I'll speak to you all next time.